Alas, it is unfortunate. History gives us insight into our present and future. It's a pity people these days don't study it more. Here lies a great story, yet not a single record remains. This story is a treasure worth more than gold. Will no one hear this tale?
Please, hear my tale. Please, stop and listen. People are trying to go about their busy lives. So, out with it. Let's hear about this great and wonderful history. Don't tell me I've got to pay for it.
You cannot buy history with money, but nothing in life comes without a cost. Wait, where are you going? Hey, how about this? I'll tell you first, then you can pay if you like it. This tomb is the resting place of a loyal servant who sacrificed himself to support a king from ancient times. When the king beheaded this servant, white blood poured out. Flowers fell from the sky, and the heavens and earth wept. And the tombstone for that servant was placed by the king himself. So, was my story worth a bit of buckwheat jelly and pork? Mr. Kim should pay for the tale. Or would you prefer another one?
So naive. Listen, you're just gonna keep letting people choose whether they pay for your stories or not? Hold on. Why are you calling me Mr. Kim? My last name isn't even Kim. Did you say buckwheat jelly and pork? Aha! You're a Gabby, aren't you?
Huh? How did you figure it out? Jeez, here goes nothing. Stand back or you'll get hurt. What's with people here? The soup mold Mr. Kims were always enchanted by my stories. What's with people here? The soup mold Mr. Kims were always enchanted by my stories.
Oh, I was just joking. Are you a real dokebi? What in the world are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm just making a living. What else? Since I've been exposed, I might as well say it out loud. I'm starving. Could you please get me something to eat? I know my story was interesting, and yet everyone just got up and left without paying. That stings a little.
What's the secret to...
I know my story was interesting. Wow, this buckwheat jelly. I know my story was interesting, and yet...
Can't compare.
I know my story with interest.
It's pork. Smells absolutely amazing.
So, you seem like honest Mr. Kim's. You want to hear another exciting tale from history?
Nope, one is plenty, thank you. Are you lost or something? What's a Dokebi doing
I know my story with interesting. And yet,
Not so secret anymore, is it? Who was his secret mission for?
If you've been sending your... Instead, send your prayers this way. Hey, hey, wake up. You've got visitors.
Who are you talking to? Is that a broom? Who put it here?
This is Pray Kebi. He's also on an undercover mission, hence the silence. May the hearts of all Mr. Kims warm in front of this pagoda, and may their deepest, most heartfelt prayers be heard. However, when all eyes are closed and their sins can freely spill out, it's quite interesting what things you can hear. Whew, that was a lot of talking. I'm getting thirsty. Ahem. If only I had a refreshing bowl of icy cold makgeolli.
Well, they say...
Indeed. Pray Kebi will gladly repay the favor. Don't worry.
this place is just... place is just strange Mr. Kim and foreign Mr. Kim. Come have a drink with us. Ah, this is our friend Pray Kebby.
Are you guys drinking again? I will pass. I drank all the glasses the Mr. Kims filled for their prayers.
Okay, now that your belly's full, tell us, what is this secret mission you've come all the way here for?
I'm on a secret mission on the Dokebi Princess's orders.
Gebby cap? They have caps specially designed for Dokebi? Why on earth do you think you'd find something like that in Darbo?
It's a cap that grants you invisibility powers, and the princess claims that she lost it in Dalbo.
Whoa, I knew that Dokebi were magical, but I didn't know there was such a thing.
Is that really something worth getting hung up on right now? Our lives are at stake if we don't find it. Is that really something worth getting hung up on right now? Punishment would be welcome, and the tales of ages past. All I've stored will be wiped away. The king has been robbed of his most precious Kebi Bat. Therefore, our princess set out to search for the Kebi Bat, a seemingly impossible task without the Kebi Cap, in order to avoid reigniting the king's wrath.
Perhaps all you Mr. Kims have heard the story. The incident that occurred in Moodle. A case of murder.
Oh, yeah, that incident. But what about it? The official statement was that the suspect fell down the well, no?
It wasn't simply a murder case for us. The victim involved was a very close friend of ours.
Most Mr. Kims are unaware of the true reason for the chief's murder. They don't know he was actually killed for possessing the Kebi Bat. The king, being a good friend to the chief, lent him the bat. And he was furious when he learned the chief was murdered and the bat was missing.
Ah, I remember reading about it on that poster. Is that why the Sumo village fell into ruin?
Indeed, but it wasn't intended. Not only did the king like Sumo, he was quite fond of all the Mr. Kims. But to hear of the death of his dear friend, a Mr. Kim, and to see one take the life of another to fulfill their greed, that's what infuriated him. But to hear of the death... On a day much like today, the sky thundered in betrayal, and lightning happened to strike Sumo. We lost the lives of many Mr. Kim friends that day.
Gosh, I'm sorry for your loss. Huh? Didn't know it was gonna rain today.
Wait. This energy.
Ah! It's King Duoksini's soldier Kebbies!
There's too many. Can we get away?
Our traveler here happens to be quite the brawler, so all you guys have to do is protect me.
Be careful! Mr. Kim's village is nearby! You see? They won't listen. They only obey the commands of their king.
They could overrun the village. How did you two Kebbies manage to stay alive?
King Duoksini, in a rage, was going to turn everyone into soldier kibbies. The king managed to come to his senses in time for a few of us to be spared his wrath. Beneath that rage, deep down, the king still adored the Mr. Kims.
It was thanks to the princess's involvement that any Dokebi remained. Because King Duoksini is crazy about his daughter.
He's crazy about his daughter. So the princess stopped him from hurting the humans?
That's right. The princess also really likes Mr. Kims, so he had to stop, for her sake. And he's lived with that decision until now.
But There's not much time. Your wrestling, I mean fighting skills, were amazing.
Would you like to take part in writing the history of Dokebi Forest?
First, you must find the cap. I've heard the gossip of people that come to my pagoda. Old...
There's a chance you might have picked up the cap. So, will you help? Dokebi always repay a kindness.
I don't know what that old man carries around with him, but I almost lost control of my disguise magic when I got too close. Rumor has it, he suffered from an illness at a young age, and ever since, he's developed some sort of hoarding habit.
Well, what's so special about this Kebi bat? I mean, sure, anything about Dokebis probably ain't ordinary.
Haven't you heard of Biddy Bat Bop? Just a swing of the club and bop! You've got what you need. If you find it, I will beg the princess's permission on your behalf. Now hurry, we don't have much time. From today on, strange Mr. Kim and foreign Mr. Kim, we shall call you guys our friends. We believe in you.
Cap, do I look like a government official? And as you can see, I don't sell anything of the sort.
I heard that every morning you go around and clean the entire village. You never once spotted something cap-like?
Don't doubt my vision. I can even see the Kebbies on your back. They say, if you fool the Kebbies, there's a big price to pay.
Whoa, they were right about you. You got the eye of a tiger. With eyes like that, surely such a cap wouldn't have gone undetected by you.
Sure, I might have picked it up, but I don't have it now. I also can't say I know where or who has it. I will tell you I didn't give it away for free. Do you have any idea which novels are popular these days?
Novels? Heck, I'm not sure I know much about... I mean, novels. I'm your man. Just tell me what you need to know.
There's a book called The Dale Flower, and just reading it puts a smile on your face. They say a scholar named Samshik from Nopse wrote it. But that scholar wrote many other books besides The Dale Flower. They're all so popular. He's truly talented. That scholar said he was looking for someone to take on a ghost-writing job for him. If you lend me your aid, I shall connect you to him.
Does that mean all there's left for me to do is write about your journeys? Where should I start? Hemo Island? Byokye Island? Does that mean...
That scholar said he was looking for someone to take on a ghost-writing job for him. What is so special about this cap? I'm thinking I should have tried it on when I had the chance. Dulce? He headed off to Nopse. He had that small Kebi and big Kebi with him.
Hi there. I'm Belsun. Nope, friends? I don't.
This tonic I made with... I'll see you soon.
You're here. This is the house Old Man Tongu mentioned. Scholar Samshik lives here, and you can rent books to boot. Historic Gebby used the excuse of ghost writing to wander off, while Prey Gebby's being used as a broom, sweeping the floor. From my knowledge, Scholar Samshik is the youngest of 3 brothers. Apparently, they were quite well off in Seoul, but moved here after losing everything. Wise of him to think of making a living off writing. The oldest brother headed to Nampo, and the second went to Dalbo. The older brothers were doing well, but Samshik, well, his writing wasn't the best. He had to work on a farm to make ends meet, when his writing suddenly improved, and voila! However, it seems his sequels haven't been doing so well recently. He's on all sorts of medication, trying to get himself back up. Nothing ever happens so suddenly. Something seems off with his story. What do you think, Traveler? You want to try talking to him yourself?
Oh, no. I was just writing the scene where the female lead of the Dali Flower is searching for the male lead. A great writer knows the importance of channeling their characters' emotions. Is there a particular book you're looking for? Thank you for supporting my books, but what did you mean by help? Who told you I was in need of assistance?
This traveler that I'm guiding here came from across the sea. They were touched by your novels and came all the way here to meet you. They have some great ideas to get your creative juices going, and we're looking to strike a business arrangement.
Did you say across the sea? I was running out of ideas, and was starting to regret hiring a ghostwriter. But what did you have in mind? A what? You're a fraud. That's not an idea from across the sea. That's an object from our lands. One who wears the cap becomes invisible from head to toe. See? It's no exotic curio from across the sea. You're just trying to trick me.
Oh, that's strange. You're the first person I've met who knew anything of it. Perhaps you've seen this Kebi cap before?
A heap of curses upon those who lie to Do Kebi. Where is the Kebi cap?
Talking broom! Please forgive me, Sir Kebbies, for I have sinned. I'll tell you everything, the whole truth. Please just give me one chance. I used the Kebby cap to spy on the lives of certain individuals. My books were so realistic because it was all from real life. That's why they sold so well.
That's not what the cap was created for. Tell me, where's the cap now?
The thing is, I was heading to the wash place while wearing the cap, and I accidentally tripped and fell into the stream. That's when I lost it. I thought a wild animal might have picked it up, so I went to the mountains, and I came across this monster. It looked like it didn't have any legs or a head.
It seems a mountain animal may have worn the cap by coincidence. Only certain parts of the body become invisible if there is a hole in the cap.
So you're saying you took the cap, and then you lost it? You're gonna pay for this, you audacious Mr. Kim!
I promised to live as an honest man!
Over there. There's that only kind of visible thing, but that doesn't look like any animal. Its eyes. Is that also a power of the Gebi cap? Did you get it? Did you? So that's why it wasn't fully invisible. But is the cap any good now? Historic Gebi said a seriously damaged cap can't be fixed by just anyone. He recommended we take it to Auntie Aryang. Scholar Samshik, when he was in Peepin' Tom mode, said he saw that Aryang was raising a pair of siblings he took under his wings, and that if you brought the siblings a small gift of dried persimmon, he would fix up the cap for you in no time. And look, Auntie Aryang is a lot kinder than he looks, so don't be alarmed. I'll head off to tell the Gebis that we found the cap.
They call me Miss Mule. The capital is quite different from nothing to worry your whiskers about in exile, Mule. Eat all you want, play whenever you want, Mule. These flowers, aren't they so cute, these flowers? Aren't they so cute, these flowers?
You can call me the Big Bad Auntie. Our tavern is famous for our meat kupap. I will tear apart anyone who disturbs the peace of Nopse with my own two paws. So this is what all the commotion was about. I'm sorry, but I've got children. Those siblings lost their mother to a tiger and almost became the sun and moon themselves, if you know what I mean. You brought this for them? I guess the Gebis must really be desperate, huh? Hand over the cap and wait right over there. Here you go. How'd I do? You don't need anything else, right? I've got two siblings I must take care of. How much? No fee for this. I know that Tokebi always return a favor, so please tell them to pay me a visit for the holidays. If they don't come,
I'll tear that cap to confetti. Just kidding. Tell those Kebbies I want them to repay me by helping those two, who almost wound up becoming the sun and the moon. Just kidding. Tell those Kebbies I want them... No!
So the legacy of the Kebby Cup can now live on.
Oh, finally! We can deliver good news to the princess. Thank you.
As for the rider, Mr. Kim, we took care of him, so you don't need to worry. Certainly! You should know that if a Mr. Kim dons the cap, his lifespan gets cut in half. So if you're eager to meet the 10 Kings sooner, then go for it.
Oh, no, thank you. Not for me, no, sir. I want to live a long and happy life with my wife.
Best not to risk it then. So, foreign Mr. Kim can bring the cap to the Dokebi Forest. Since foreign Mr. Kim was the one who found the cap, you should do the honor of delivering it to the princess yourself.
What if our traveler here decides to take off with the cap?
Have faith. We're friends, aren't we? Meanwhile, strange Mr. Kim, why don't you stay back and help us out?
We shall prepare some of the princess's favorite foods, and then follow after you. So get going!
Wait a minute! Stop there! Where do you think you're going? This is where the Dokebi princess resides, and in its current state of upheaval, not a place just anyone may enter. Oh? There's a historic Kebby charm stuck on your back, Mr. Kim. Let's take a look. Kebby cap? The time has come!
I am slow, Kebby. I move.
Hey, Mr. Kim, do you want to speak with me? You've at least brought a red bean-free rice cake, haven't you?
Mr. Kim?
You're not safe here. If you don't want to be eaten alive, oh, is this my cap? How did you...
This traveler here has come from across the sea to help you, Princess. And I'm Dolce from Hanji County, their assistant.
You came from across the sea to help me? Is that true? If you lend me your aid, I promise to return the favor someday, but only once. Even if you should end up in the depths of hell, I will find a way to help you. It's like a war zone in here. I'd be willing to go retrieve the bat myself, but Father is just too stubborn. Father will gobble up any Dokebi who sides with Mr. Kim's. He's endlessly spewing gobbled Kebbies back out as soldier Kebbies. He's even gotten into my hidden rice cake storage. He's being so petty, isn't he? I was secretly helping the Mr. Kims from Sumo, But when he caught on, he put a stop to that as well. And that's not the end of it. Father's soldier Kebbies are going around tormenting any Mr. Kims who have lost their way in the forest. My father gives those lost Mr. Kims such terrifying quizzes, and if they answer incorrectly, they are beaten unconscious. My father gives those lost Mr. Kim. How can he do this to the Mr. Kims? I will retrieve the red bean rice cakes by taking down the soldier Kebbies guarding the treasure chest.
I knew that the Dokebi had a wicked side to them, but I didn't know they would gang up on lost travelers.
I know. This is so embarrassing. All of this over a bat. I agree that there's a charm to old objects. But is he really so dissatisfied with the new one I made?
Calm down, Princess. You know it's not about the bat. I heard that he was close with the chief of Sumor, the one who passed from this world. So close that he trusted him with the Gebi bat. I don't blame him for being so upset. So close that he trusted him with the Gebi bat.
It's embarrassing to admit as a princess, but my father led me to believe that I could never go beyond Sumol. I thought something terrible would happen if I ever left, and I only realized after I grew up that it was just him being overprotective. Yes, and once when the cap accidentally fell off my head, I was almost caught by a group of Mr. Kims. Luckily, a person passing by hid me in that split second. That person turned out to be the Sato of the village. Yeah, and he returned me home safely. As a show of gratitude, he was allowed to borrow the Kebibat. My father's dearest friend, the chief of Sumol, was entrusted with the duty of delivering the bat. They say the chief was murdered before he could arrive at his destination, and the suspect fell down a well. The Donghae office claims they're trying their best to find the bat, but they haven't found any leads so far. Thanks to you, Mr. Kims, I have my Kebi cap back. With this, I plan to infiltrate the Donghae office to uncover the truth.
You mean the Donghae office presided over by the Yongam of the East? Nah, he would have told you if he found the bat.
As the saying goes, the darkest shadow is cast directly beneath the lamp. I searched every nook and cranny of Nampo, but turned up nothing. The only place I couldn't look was the Donghae office. Some dark barrier, invisible to the naked eye, was blocking the way. However, my Kebi cap will allow me to break through it.
We know that cap's powerful, but it's still dangerous to go alone. We'll be waiting at the marketplace just in case. So come to us right away if something happens.
Such kind-hearted Mr. Kims. Thank you for your consideration. As for you Kebbies, you shall protect this place until I return.
Two bowls of kukbap coming right up.
I'm back from escorting the princess. Phew, the tavern's unusually quiet today, don't you think, Traveler?
That's because it's a special day today in Nampo. Care to guess why that is? What? Ain't you seen a Pungmul troupe before? Come check us out. We're having a Pungmulin' time over there.
No thanks. We're waiting for a Gebby, friend. She'll be here any minute.
Don't be shy. Just take a peek at our performance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I guarantee you. Well, seeing as you're not from Sumu, you might not be familiar with this tale. It's called Bidibap Gebbybat.
A Gebbybat? What are you trying to do? The heavens will smite us all if we don't watch our mouths about the Gebbies.
Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. I'm sure the Gebbies will enjoy a fun little story about them. We're not making fun of them. It's all a joke. So, what do you say? I know I got your attention. Come on over. Those in, if you don't mind adding a bit of your energy. It's always more fun to join in instead of watching from the side.
You talking to me? No way, I'm not the person for that.
It ain't too hard. Trust me. Just shout, "Ursu! Let's go! Chihuahua!" You can just riff on it. All right then, finish up your meal. We'll be waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our show. With a bitty bap, here comes the Gebby Bat!
Ursu! Ursu! Here comes the story loop! A wealthy Dokebia bat he did hold a prized possession worth more than gold. Biddy bob, he would swing it with zeal. Money clinking, women giggling, biddy bob, it never fails.
Let's go!
Biddy bop a silk thread here, biddy bop a river there. With a biddy bop all manner of things appear. Whether lying sick or standing tall and proud, with a biddy bop that makes us shiver, we all bow down and bowed. But wait, what's that? What's that sound? A slice at toast stole the bat? I go! Oh my, oh, what do we do? Oh, what do we do? The Dokeby wailed, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, and cried a huge hole in the sky. Knock, knock, who's there? Knock, knock, anyone? The Sato shouted, full of greed, step back, Biddy Bop, it's not your bat! One strong swing and Biddy Bop heads fell off with a flop. Those who saw gasped in shock and dismay. I go, what a pity. We'll just Biddy Bop away. The tired cat Dokkaebi wept and wailed until a shiny new bat he hailed. A crack of lightning had struck his foes, knocking nasty Dokkaebi down. One strong swing and Biddy Bop heads fell off with a flop. Those who saw gasped in shock and dismay. I go until our great king finally awakes. All of us will Biddy Bop away!
Isn't that story about us? Having fun, were you? I hope you had as much fun as I did listening to your improvisations. Yes, and that is exactly the source of my deep disappointment. It means they have been lying to our faces all along. Honestly, I think I'd rather not have found the bat.
I'm afraid it is what it is, Your Highness. We humans are not all sunshine and rainbows. Though that Pumler guy gave me the scroll for helping him out with his performance.
A scroll? Let me see.
So you hear a Biddy Bop? You're curious what that sound means? That's right! Biddy Bop! A thump with a bat and suddenly something magically appears! A full power swing with the Dokkaebi bat. Wow! Leaves you wanting to swing it more!
Loml troops may be talented enough to make up enticing stories. No, I have changed my mind.
What? What are you talking about? You're not going to return it to the king?
I saw a glimpse of the bat's history when I touched it. The Yungam of the East summoned Father with the power of the bat. He said to follow his words if my father wanted to protect the Mr. Kims. He said that if we didn't prepare an army for him, he would harm the dear Mr. Kims. I thought Father was simply creating soldier kebbies out of rage over losing the bat. But a meager Mr. Kim had threatened him, and he was sacrificing the Dokkaebi because of it. No matter how much he cared about the Mr. Kims, our father, the king, whose throne does he serve? Is it for the sake of Mr. Kims or the Dokkaebi?
Princess, what do you plan on doing?
Slay the soldier kebbies and light up the altar. Then, sprinkle some horse's blood on the altar. Then my father will appear.
Cows are totally better.
Betrayal from a trusted one cuts deeper than a knife. You, Mr. Kims, are no longer friends of Kenny kind. I, Duoksini, King of the Dokemi, shall rain down judgment upon you all! Crush and subdue all Mr. Kids. Mr. Kids, taste my lightning! Sure! No! Sure! I, Duoksini, the Dokemi King, will punish you all. Rude, Mr. Kids. Taste my lightning! Rude, Mr. Kids. Taste my lightning! No! Rude, Mr. Kids. Taste my lightning! No! Return to where you belong.
Father, enough! You have proven your incompetence. You do not have what it takes to be the leader of us Dokemi. Do you love Mr. Kims more than us? How much more Kebi blood must be spilled? Is this truly the choice you wish to make, Father?
That Mr. Kim's innocent.
So were the people of Sumo.
The Thunderbolt in Sumo. That was a mistake.
Lies! You knew from the start the bat had already fallen into the Yangam's hands. You gave in to their putrid blackmail. All to protect your beloved Mr. Kims. Isn't that what fuels your anger? How could you betray your own people in such a disgraceful manner? Foolish. So pathetic and foolish. Do not blame me if I choose to claim your throne as my own. Unlike your foul vision, my kingdom shall stand for the good of the Dokebi.
Are you all right, Princess? Golly, after all that, I don't know what to say to make you feel better.
In all honesty, I'm just as lost as my father is. Despite my confident outburst against him, I apologize to both of you, Mr. Kims, but I had to confirm where my father's heart truly lies. I cannot let the...
Are you all right, Princess?
In all honesty, I apologize to both. I cannot let the few devilish Mr. Kims take advantage of our goodwill any longer. Without change, our kind will be erased one by one. The day will come when our great tales will only be found in legends.
But you gave one heck of a speech. King Duoksini might finally change his ways. There must be a way to protect the Tokebi forest without having to turn your back on us. Plus, you've got your Gebi back. Nobody, not even that young Gom, can threaten you anymore. And with a charismatic leader such as yourself, I'm sure we can all work out a better solution.
I would not have been able to retrieve the bat without your help. I would like to call upon your outstanding wisdom and bravery again. I am thrilled to hear you're willing to support me going forward. Then as our first course of action, let us burn this Kebi Bat and Kebi Cap.
Wait, what?
I believe all Mr. Kims are pure, kindred spirits at heart. So pure that even a small drop of evil can corrupt their souls. None of these tragic incidents would have happened if it weren't for these tools. I mean it when I say I want both Mr. Kims and Dokebi to live in harmony. For that to become reality, the seeds of conflict must be erased. Do you now see my true intention? Now I must lighten the burden that rested atop my father's resilient shoulders for so long. The fragments of one of my father's treasures, the horn of the Kebi horse, are scattered across this forest. Bring the pieces together and blow the horn to call upon the Kebi horse, and it shall guide my father to Kebitopia. Bring the pieces together and blow the horn to call upon the Kebi horse, and it shall guide my father to Kebitopia.
That sounds an awful lot like Dokebi Afterlife. Look, I know you're mad at him, but you can't kill your own father. The skies will smash you down, even if you are a princess.
How dare you assume such atrocity? I would never! Kebitopia is where Dokebi go every 100 years, leaving this corporeal world to seek rest. I'm sending my father off on a vacation, as you would call it. In the meantime, I will heal our soldier Kebis. Once they all return to their dreamful selves, I will escort my father back.
No! No! Shaboom! No! Betrayal from a trusted one cuts deeper than a knife. You, Mr. Kims, are no longer friends of any kind. I, Duoksini, King of the Dokebi, shall rain down judgment upon you all! I will crush and subdue all, Mr. King. Rude, Mr. Kings. Taste my lightning! Sure! Sure! No! Mr. Kids, taste my lightning! Soldiers, punish the Mr. Kids! No! I, Duoksini, the Dokebi King, punish all! You are one strong, Mr. Kim. Be my friend. So it goes, my daughter. Promise me this. Mr. Kims are friends of our people. Please, protect them as you would for our kind.
Your Highness, Father, I understand your feelings for the Mr. Kims. But now, we must focus on saving our Kebi kind. I fear that focusing solely on Mr. Kims, as you do, may lead you to make another grave misjudgment. So I'm sending you away for now. Please await my return. It is done. Thank you both for helping me until the end.
I know he's gonna have a splendid vacation in the afterlife. I mean, Kebbytopia. But it's still sad and depressing to see him go.
If there is nobody to protect the forest, the story between us and you, Mr. Kims, cannot continue.
Of course, of course. You made the right choice, Your Highness. We'll be returning to Dalbel now. I could really use a good night's sleep.
Do return and treat yourselves. I shall never forget the help you've given me to save you some time. I'll send you to Dalbol myself. Such an effortless task is the least I can do as a Dokebi princess. Take care, Mr. Kims. I'd like to call upon your wisdom and bravery again someday.